Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. You can find out the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 9 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We are going to start with the chapter solve equations. The lessons we are going to cover today are solve advanced linear equations, solve equations with variables on both sides, find the numbers of solutions, solve linear equations word problems. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Okay, here I'm on grade A9 math. The chapter is solve equations. Let's just start with the lesson that is solve advanced linear equations. Solve advanced linear equations. Let's just start with the lesson. Mhm. Okay, let's just go to grade 9 now. The lesson is solve equations. Okay, solve advanced linear equations. Solve for r plus 10 divided by minus 1 equals minus 1. So you have to solve the equation for r. Let's just solve the equation. That is multiply negative 1 other side. You can you have to multiply negative 1 both sides. So negative 1 and negative 1 cancel out. Minus 1 times minus 1 makes negative 2. Minus 1 times minus 1 makes 1. Why don't you multiply them? Then you have to move 10 other side. So that is 1 minus 9 is negative 10. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Z minus 16, Z equals 15. So Z minus 16, Z is negative 15, Z equals 15. Divide both sides by 15, so Z equals negative 1. The correct option is negative 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option 1 is the correct option. Solve for P. So that is multiply P other side, so that is negative 3 equals negative 3. So both the negative signs cancel out each other, so we are left with P equals 3. Option number one is the correct option, that is p equals 3. Solve for k. So let's just divide both sides by 3. So 3k plus -1 equals -12. Divide both sides by 3, 3 and 3 cancel out. So k minus 1 is -4. So k equals -4 plus 1. So k equals -3. The correct option is option number 2, that is k equals -3. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is -3. Solve for v. So let's just multiply to both sides. So that is 3 minus 15 over 2 times 2 equals 2 times 2. So 2 and 2 cancel out. So v minus 15 equals 4. So v equals 15. V equals add 15 both sides. So 4 plus 15 is 19. So the correct option is 19. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 19. Solve for s. 13s minus 8s equals 5s. 5s equals s equals 1. Option number B, correct option. That is s equals 1. The correct option is s equals 1. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. Today, let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is solve equations with variables on both sides. Let's just start with the test questions. That is solve for v. So just add 3u both sides. 3u minus 3u plus 9 equals 6u minus 3u. So they are cancel out. 9 equals 3u. So u equals divide both sides by 3. K and C cancel out, so 3 times 3 is 9, so that is U equals 3. Oh, sorry, you added 3U both sides, right? 3U minus 3U plus 9 equals U equals 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is U equation. Solve for W. 2W plus 9 equals 4W minus 9. So that is subtract 2W both sides. 2W plus 9 minus 2W is equal to 4W minus 9 minus 2W. They are cancel out. 9 equals 2W minus 9. Add 9 both sides. So 9 9 cancel out. 18 equals 2W. That is W equals 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. Solve for T. Let's just subtract 3T both sides. Negative 1 plus 4T minus 3T equals 3T plus 9 minus 3T. 3T minus 3T cancel out. So 1 plus T equals 1 other side. Move negative 1 other side, so we can add it. So T equals 10. The correct option is T equals 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is T equals 10. Solve for Y. So which is the correct option? That is -4. Option number 2 is the correct option, -8. Wait, solve for f. 2f equals 3 plus f. So you need to solve the equation for f. So just subtract f both sides. 2f minus f equals 3 plus f minus f. So 2f minus f is f. F and f cancel out. That is f equals 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. So option number 1 is the correct option. 3 it is. Negative 3d equals 10 equals minus 4d. You have to add 4d both sides, right? So that is 4d minus 3d, 10 minus 4d plus 4d. 4d and 4d cancel out, so 3d minus 4d minus 3d is dd equals 10. The correct option is option number 2. That is d equals 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is that is find the number of solutions. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. If this is equation and identity, so 1 plus 7w equals 7w. Just subtract 7w both sides. We cancel out each other. So 1 is equal to 0. No, that is not n. identity, the correct option is no. Option number two is the correct option. No, that is not an identity. Is this equation an identity? Okay, let's see. Negative s plus 4 equals add s both sides. So 4 equals negative s. So no, that is not an identity. The correct option is no. The correct option is no, that is not an identity. Solve the equation. Is this equation an identity? So let's just subtract 3t both sides. Or you can subtract 4t. 4t minus 4t minus 8 is equal to 3t plus 4t. 40, 40 is 0, negative 8 is equal to 70. So that is t is equal to negative 8 over 7. So when we have the equation like this, a variable, and on the other side we have a value, that means that is the one solution. The equation has one solution. Option number two is the correct option. So is this equation an identity, which is the correct option? No, that is not an identity. The correct option is no solution. No solution. Option number one is the correct option. One solution. It is option number two is the correct option. That is one solution. Is this equation an identity? No solution. Option number one is the correct option. Is this equation an identity? No solution. Option number two is the correct option. Oh, both sides are exactly equal, right? 7k is equal to 7k, so then infinitely many solutions. The correct option is infinitely many solutions. Is this equation an identity? Infinitely many solutions because both sides are exactly equal. Is this equation an identity? That is no solution. And we're done with the lesson. The next lesson is solve linear equation word problems. So let's just start with the word problems. I'm going to start with the test questions. Okay, a corporate team building event costs $10 plus an additional one per attendee. How much attendees can there be at most if the budget for the corporate team building is $36? Okay, so that is the event costs $10 plus one per attendee. So 1A equals 36. So 1A equals 36. Move to another side. So that is A equals 26. Option number one is the correct option. That means if it costs $10 for event, one per attendee, and 36 is the budget, then we can have attendees equals 26. Option number two is the one is the correct option. Karen has already jarred 7 liters of jam and will jar an additional 6 liters of jam every day. How much jam did Karen jar if he spent 7 days making jam? So, which is the correct option? Already jarred 7 liters of jam and will jar an additional 6 liters of jam every day. So, how much days did Karen jar if it spent 7 days making jam? So, that is 7. So, move 7 other side. No, I think this is not the correct equation. Okay, that is J is equal to 6 times 7 plus 7. So, that is 49. The correct option is 49. Option number one is 2 is the correct option. Pam already has 22 plants in her backyard. She can grow one plant with every seed packet she uses. With 14 seed packets, how many total plants can Pam have in her backyard? So 22 plants she already have, right? And with one seed plant, with one plant she can grow one plant with every seed she uses. So how many total plants can Pam have in her backyard if the seed packet she uses 14? So 22 plus 1 times 14. So 22 plus 14 is 36. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 36. Cost of a rent, the cost to rent a moving van is $17 plus an additional 6 per hours. If a moving van is rented for 4 hours, what is the cost? So $17 plus $6 per hour. So if the car is rented for 4 hours, 17 plus 6 times 4, that is 17 plus 24. So that is $41. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself today. So we were working on grade 9 math. The chapter we're working on is solve equations. The lessons we have covered today are solve advanced linear equations, solve equations with variable on both sides, find the number of solutions, and solve linear equation word problems. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat, answer all your questions and concerns if you have any. Any questions you can please ask if you have any.